Current chaos results from a contestation about the center of gravity or gravities. And because there is a split in authority and positioning of those center of gravity, there has been an imbalance in the international and regional affairs. Let me dwell upon this. The global economic and demographic center of gravity has decisively shifted towards the east, giving rise to wars and conflicts in many domains, including financial, trade, and currency wars. However, on the other hand, the global governance, global military, and global financial center of gravity is in transition. This has created a gray zone of power imbalance. This, when mixed with human and social constraints, have created a combustible environment. Disparities in economic resources and social influences are therefore growing. There is, as already said, an evaporation of globalization and a revision of international norms, posing challenges to structures, orders, and institutions to which we were so accustomed. The so-called global rule-based order is giving way to innovative means and selective application of rules through strategies such as coercion and lawfare, an international organization developed for nurturing peace and security with United Nations at its apex body have at best been reduced to conflict management tools. These debating clubs with power hold of the few have lost real relevance to the real world. Strongman politics are dominant. Ladies and gentlemen, hypernationalism, protectionism, and populism are most definitely ascendant. Each has a cost. Each has a historical context. And this does not make a comfortable reading. This results in rise of xenophobia, Islamophobia, intolerance, racism, and all the other signs and symptoms of populism. Unfortunately, these symptoms have been made legitimate at times by ballot. This is indicative of chaos resultant from the process of societal transformation. Let me give you an example. Social media, introduced by some as a mechanism of promoting knowledge and solidarity, has proved to be just as effective promoting hate, paranoia, propaganda, and conspiracy theories. It has become a tool, if not a mega tool, for manipulation, Cambridge Analytica being a case in point. Asymmetry in terms of politics and economics is creating a lethal brew of social despondency, if not an outright revolt. And global geopolitics is moving more towards zero-sum paradigms. This is an unfortunate reality. All old structures relating to arms control, security, governance, trade, economics, and others, and regional structures like SAARC in our regional context have either been abandoned or have become irrelevant. These 6 structures have created a dangerous construct of illusions and delusions. Today, there is a greater discourse on managing conflict and, as I said, lesser on resolving them. and relationship among nations are being reshaped and altered on the basis of regional and global politico-economic circumstances and emerging security concerns. Interstate conflicts are no more pure military to military or state on state, but it involves all elements of national and social power. The erstwhile wars and open conflicts are transforming into grey hybrid domains, which are non-conventional and less kinetic. In new political organizations and non-state domains is emerging, which transcends national territories and borders. This is a new reality. This is the new normal that we face and probably will continue to face. And last but not the least, nationalism has found an ugly new form and an ugly new meaning. There is a swing not only towards ultra-nationalism, but absolute religious ideological nationalism has become the new fire, driving the ultra-right wing, rekindling medieval instincts. Ladies and gentlemen, now a few words about South Asia. From a geostrategic perspective, South Asia region retains an enduring and perpetual importance, probably an increasing importance in the 21st century. This is due to the strategic location, natural wealth, demography, economic opportunities, and cultural and historical strength. And therefore, the external powers seek to engage South Asia countries in pursuit of their grand strategic interests. There is a sort of reincarnation of a Cold War with historical undertones but hard underpinnings. This is not an event of our making or even of our choice. It didn't have to be this way, but it is the reality, no matter how uncomfortable this reality is. South Asia is also impacted in current times, which is illustrative through shifting interests and realignments of power relationship. Regeneration of Russia and rise of China and India's potential growth has compelled a rethink in global strategy. China and Russia have not